Hey everybody, welcome back to DB Moto. So I finally received in the mail today my Barkbusters Universal Mounting Kit. I've been waiting for that for some time now. I've had these actual handguard, the plastics, for a little while now. Got them at a local shop called Universal Cycle, Calgary, Alberta. Shout out to them. So I'm ready to mount those along with the SW Motech skid plate today. So I'll be doing that. The skid plate actually came with some instructions, so I'll take a read through these. Start with the skid plate here, and you can follow along. So the skid plate comes with, obviously, the big skid plate, big through bolt here, and this bag of hardware. Now I did notice the bag has a hole in it, so I'm going to do a quick inventory here and check all the applicable boxes just to see if I've lost anything. Great, so it looks like I have everything. Pretty simple, one-page instructions. They're actually upside down, so should be just mount these two metal brackets, and then once those are in, you mount it through the bike. So the rubber grommet with the spacer actually has to go into the skid plate itself. So you get something that looks like that. Got the grommets in here, and then the spacers go inside. Alright, so these bolts here require a torque of 9.6 Newton meters. That equates to about 7 foot-pounds. If you watched my last video, you know that I don't have a torque wrench that goes that low. So I'm going to torque it to a very precise specification of tight. Alright, so I'm calling that torqued. Let me consult these instructions again. So it kind of looks like the next thing I have to do is put it on the bike, put the through bolt in, and then get these other ones ready to go through. So I'll put the grommets through now, and then that should be about all I have to do over here. That's going to go through like that. Doesn't look like it requires any other hardware on the bolt side. On the nut side, it's just this washer and this locking nut. Just like that. These big spacers go male side down into the grommets. So I'm going to preload those there, and then otherwise it's just bolt and washer, just like that. So first things first, it looks like I actually have to remove this bolt that goes through the bottom of the engine, and that's where I'm going to mount the big one through. So let's take that one out of there. She's out. So that's going to sit up like this. Get to the other side. Just like that. And these two, they'll go down in here. I'll show you this in a second. Just get this started. This one here is a 17 millimeter. On the other side we have a 15, which makes it nice because then I don't need two of the same size. These ones underneath here are 14 millimeter. So I can still do them by hand for now. Right up till tight. All right, I'll torque these up now. So these bottom ones get 17 foot-pounds or 23 Newton meters. There we go. There we go. And the big guy gets 46 Newton meters, which is 34 foot-pounds. So I'll just dial that in. Hit this guy on the other side. And that's it. All right, so there you have it. Like I was saying, these smaller bolts, they just go into the frame right here. Again, that one was 17 foot-pounds, 23 Newton meters. And this guy, you have to take out that old bolt and throw this one through at 34 foot-pounds, 46 Newton meters. Overall, the thing's really solid. Pretty stoked about that. And it's got a nice big hole on the bottom of it for the sump plug, so oil changes shouldn't be an issue. This piece here is a little bit in the way of the oil filter, but that'll still come off pretty easily. Hopefully it doesn't impede too much on the filter itself, but I don't think that should be an issue at all. Cool. let's get these handguards on, shall we? Alright everybody, so I just finished installing the Barkbusters here. Now unfortunately it didn't look like it recorded. It was probably a fail on my part, but there you have it, the finished product. Pretty happy with those as well. Wasn't super difficult to put them on. Just took out the weights on the end of the bars. And then it was a matter of taking the old handguards off, the weak OEM ones, and fitting on these clamps here that came with the kit. They're meant for 7/8 inch bars. I think that's 22 millimeters. And then, tighten that, and then tighten the self-locking mechanism inside the handlebar. So that's all done there. So stay tuned for the next video. I'll be installing the 25-liter Acerbi fuel tank for long distance rides. On top of that, I do have a new comfort seat coming, so that will help on those long distance rides as well. There you have it. Barkbusters, skid plate, a little more off-road ready. Maybe some tires in the future. I hear lots of nasty things about these stock tires. I'm not going to do anything crazy, probably just forest service roads, fire roads, that sort of thing. I'm not going off any jumps or anything crazy like that. So no massive rocks. The skid plate was kind of just as a precaution, not necessarily a necessity. So we'll see about the tires. I think that I'll probably run them through their life, as I'm going to be doing a lot of highway to get to work and stuff. So yeah, like I said, I'll keep you updated on that. As always, for more updates, go to Instagram, db.moto.adv, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.